What is going on, everybody? Welcome back to an unboxing video brought to you by Bearded Kaiju's Unboxing Reviews. If you guys like the channel, hit the subscribe button and give the video a like, share with everybody that you think they like the content of this channel. Yeah, we are back for another amazing box day. I'm really excited for this one, like I always am, but this one, it's going to be awesome. A little bit of a waiting, but that's okay. I'd rather have anything that I get be done properly and to the best of everybody's abilities and just the best product that I can have in my hands. So yeah, I love it. It looks great and everything. I've been kind of clamoring to get this into my hands, and it finally showed up yesterday. So let's get right into the box day. And here she is. Massive, like holy buckets, dude. Didn't expect this box to be as big as it was. It's great. It really is. So of course I like to check out the box, and of course you can see right here what we're going to be reviewing today. We are talking about the Spiral Studios Mothra Larva defensive form, and oh my gosh, I am so ready for this. Oh boy. Yeah, like this, I'm really excited for this one. This is the second official release for Spiral. Obviously, you guys know the King Ghidorah behind me was their first official release. This is their second, and I'm all on the Spiral train. I have basically everything pre-ordered from them. Everything just looks phenomenal, so I can't wait to get everything in. But yeah, so obviously, you guys know I like to take a minute to kind of look at the box and everything like that. I love this box. I love that it's in color. It is a picture of the actual figure that you're getting, kind of like what X Plus does. They take a picture of the figure and put it on there. It's usually the 30 centimeters, and the usually Sakai's that come out with the colored picture on the box. But this is no different. This is amazing. I love when companies do this. I like to see the colors of the figure and everything like that. And I love the feel of this box. It reminds me of the Rhedosaurus box, where it's that smoother cardboard. I absolutely just love it. Credit to the box designers, and whoever did that. They need some love, and they definitely knocked it out of the park. So I absolutely love this. Of course, it has everything that you need on the box, from the Monsterverse symbol to the movie that she was from, because of the King of the Monsters, to the Titans of the Monsterverse here. Then obviously Spiral Studios at the bottom with Toho and Legendary and stuff like that. So really great box. But yeah, just kind of wanted to touch base on it. I love it. And quickly before we move on, I kind of wanted to show the inside of it. So I just want to kind of point this out and have you guys look at it because this is really cool. They do this for a lot of the higher end statue figures in foam and instead of styrofoam. But I like this because it just looks sleeker and really nice. And I just think that this would protect the figures a lot better than just styrofoam or like the plastic inserts and stuff like that, where they can still kind of move around and everything. And then you don't have to worry about the tie straps, which I absolutely hate because I got bigger fingers and it's sometimes hard to kind of unloosen them and stuff. And they're just, they're just annoying. But I love this. So yeah, I definitely looking forward to more of these from their vinyl line and everything. All right, enough with the box. Let's get to the figure. She is, I mean, in all her benevolent glory and everything like that. You have the Queen of the Monsters. Her first form, Godzilla King of the Monsters, 2019 from Legendary, the Monsterverse film. This is great. This thing looks absolutely stunning. I just love the color for this. They had two color versions of the Mothra. There was the defensive form, which is red, which you see in the film when she gets upset and mad. Her complete color changes on her, and she gets really peed off, I should say. Then the other one is her benevolent form, which is the blue calm form that you initially see first when she hatches from her egg. And but yeah, they're both great in their own way. I just loved The color on this, plus she was just a little bit meaner, which I do love, and everything. So I kind of went with this. I wasn't going to double dip. I wanted to get one out of the two, but either one that you're going to get, you're not going to be disappointed because they both look amazing. And yeah, you just cannot go wrong with this. But yeah, this figure is tremendous, and the size alone is really really big. I believe this is like the 35 centimeter scale. I believe for Spiral Studios. They're making a line for their vinyl figures and stuff like that. So it's I think it's the 35 to 40 centimeter range. So this should scale accordingly to those guys. They're doing the Titans of the Monsterverse. Also, we're getting a Muto, we're getting the Behemoth, we're getting obviously the Godzilla 2019 and everything. So this is not going to scale with the Ghidorah in the back, just because that's their master line and that's the gigantic figures and stuff like that. With they're all resin or PVC slash resin. The real fragile stuff, but they're gigantic size compared to the vinyl line that they're going to be doing. And that's great. I love that there's two different lines, so you can have your pick on kind of which tickles your fancy a little bit more. If you want to stick with the vinyl, where it's not going to be as fragile, to be as careful. I mean, you still have to, but you can choose that, or you can go with the real delicate stuff with the bigger size, in general. So design and the paint way that they did for this just goes right down her back and everything. I just love the red and the black. I love that her back scales kind of come up for like the intimidation form. You kind of see this, like my dog actually kind of does this, where she gets startled or kind of riled up, her back of her hair kind of stands up on her neck and stuff. That's what this reminds me of. So it's kind of like the intimidation, trying to look bigger, and imposing to the enemy and stuff like that. So, don't mess with me. I can get big. So that's what that reminds me of. And I love that. That's kind of one of the reasons why I picked this over the blue version. The mouth, as you can see, is more open with her mandibles here and here. The blue version, or the benevolent version, is more closed. She's more laid back and stuff like that. This is a more a menacing, attack ready type pose, and I just like that a little bit more. But yeah, the sculpts for her little legs and stuff like that are all great. Yeah, they're super sharp, so be careful. But they're amazing looking. It's really really cool. They got all the details in so great. The paint job, like I said, is just spot on. I love everything. There's not a missed opportunity for painting. There's nothing that they could have done better for the painting, because everything is just exactly where it needs to be. And I love the translucent red or orange, I guess you could call it, vinyl that they went with, and then painted over it with the black. It really does pop. It really does. And this is going to stand out on the shelf because it's, not your traditional color. And obviously the blue is going to stand out too, because, it's not, you're not going to put it in your sea of gray or black, kind of thing, where you see a lot of Godzillas and darker colors. So this is at least going to stand out a little bit more. And then, like I was kind of touching on with the face, she just looks fierce. And I love that. And she kind of has like the Predator look to her, with the big mandibles kind of going on, which I had to get used to and stuff. A different look to her than we're normally used to. And then I do have to talk about the eyes, because I'm really impressed with the eyes. It's like a glass eye, or a real thin layer of clear vinyl, and then they paint it on the inside. But when you move it around and stuff like that, it just kind of seems like it moves with you, and it's great. It's not like a bad paint job where they kind of paint over the eye and everything, where sometimes if they don't paint it just right, it's just weird looking. So I absolutely love that. I do think that some of the other figures coming out are going to have glass eyes. I can't remember exactly which ones. So that's going to look really cool instead of just a normal painted eye. So yeah, there's a lot of cool possibilities for Spiral and the upcoming you know, Titans of the Monsterverse line that they're coming out with here in the near future. So, but this is a great start to what they've already done. I mean, they blew it out of the water with that Ghidorah, and they're just continuing with another solid release, and I just absolutely love it. So Mothra is a different than what we're kind of used to, especially when, you know, anybody has seen the movie, which I'm sure a lot of you have. If you haven't, then you're doing yourself a discredit, because it is a fantastic movie. It really is. And this Mothra we actually see probably what, the first 15 minutes of the film, actually, starting of the movie, where we got to see Mothra right away and everything. So it was a good start to the movie. Like I said before, it was a bit getting used to this Mothra. I wasn't the biggest fan of what she looked like, but I understood it because they wanted to make her more realistic, more insect bug-like, you know, and this fits the mold. And obviously Spiral, you know, did 100% accuracy with getting the likeness of the character, and I just, you know, they did a knockout job. So yeah, this is just absolutely beautiful. I just can't say enough about it. The paint is amazing. The sculpt is amazing. With her size, you'd think she'd be really heavy, and she's really not, actually. And that's good that she's not like super heavy, because she is vinyl and stuff. Now I will say she is a little front heavy, so just make sure that you have a nice level surface for her, because if you tilt her a little bit, she can kind of take a nosedive a little bit. So just make sure it's a nice level surface, so she doesn't have any way of toppling over on your shelf and stuff like that. I mean, any figure kind of does have that opportunity to do it. So just, you know, take your preventive causes and just make sure it doesn't happen. Um, but yeah, I cannot wait for the rest of the Monsterverse line to come out from Spiral. It's I'm really excited for it. It's one of the lines that I haven't been excited for in a long time, and this is definitely itching that scratch. You know, it really is. It's really great, and I know, you know, that, you know, a lot of people talk about the delivery time and, you know, the extended time to get these to people's hands, and I understand everything completely from both sides. But I just think that we need to kind of take a step back as customers and really let the company do their work and give us the best product they can. And my hats off to them for making sure that whatever they are going to put out to us and whatever they put out on the market, is that it is the best top quality they can put out in any form, for the vinyl form, for the resin form, PVC form. That's exactly what I want, and I'm patient enough where I'm just going to sit back and just wait. Yeah, it sucks waiting and stuff like that, but there's other things that you can get, you know, while you're waiting and stuff. But man, when it comes, it's bittersweet. It really is, because it just makes your day, and you're so happy that you get it. And I'm all for the Spiral. Like I said, train. I believe fully in what they're doing. I believe in their product, and this is another example of what is to come from this company. And they're so young, and, you know, they're working out the kinks and everything, and I can understand that. Yeah, there's some things they can work on that are getting better, but I like that they had several sculpts in the making, but they decided, okay, we got to focus on getting the stuff out that we've already promised to people, and get it out to customers and get them in their hands, because so they can basically enjoy them, because, you know, they've already paid for them and they're kind of waiting, and that's fine. You know, and we don't know, you know, the behind the scenes type stuff with, you know, production and anything else. We just don't know. I mean, shipping, I mean, getting the stuff, you know, I mean, this stuff is sent on a cargo boat, so we don't get the super fast shipping like, say, X Plus does, because they send it on a plane. They're a more established company. They've been around a lot longer than this company, so they have that to go off on. Um, but they're, Spiral is just an up and coming company that has a very bright future. This is a test for it, and I can't wait for it. So, I mean, I understand all the little setbacks and everything. I'm going to be patient with them. I really am. Because not every company is going to be able to throw things right at you right away. There is stuff that comes up and everything. I mean, bigger companies have delays, and they have delays just as bad as Spiral does. I mean, Mezco, the bigger, Hot Toys, I mean, Prime One. I mean, all these companies that make these high end figures, there are delays, and that's to be expected. So I think we all should just take a step back, put ourselves in their shoes, and just really appreciate when it does come in, how well it's done. And I mean, this is, like I said, another example of what Spiral is going to be giving us in the near future, and I cannot wait. I mean, pretty soon here, probably within the next week or so, we should be getting the gigantic burning Godzilla from this particular movie. Actually, that's from the master line that'll match up with King Ghidorah on the back. So yes, it took time and everything, but you're gonna realize how big and fragile these figures are. They take feedback from customers, and they actually change things. I mean, they changed things for the Burning Godzilla, which kind of pushed it back, but they listened to customers. They've changed the size of the Muto that's coming out next to make it a little bit bigger to scale with everything properly in this vinyl line. And I appreciate and applaud them for that, because that's the kind of thing that I want to see from up and coming company like that, where they're listening to the customers, they're taking the feedback, and they're making everything they want the way customers want to see. Another example is the GMK Spiral Gigantic. I thought the initial look of it was perfect. Some people still had some issues with the head and everything, so they took criticism and actually adjusted the head and redid it and everything. And that's the kind of stuff I like to see and hear about. Anybody that is questioning Spiral, I mean, there's no questions to be answered anymore. Just believe in what you're going to get, and you're going to get it exactly how you see it, because this is amazing. I can't say enough about even this figure and the upcoming figures too. So, but yeah, Mothra is really great. She's big. I love the scale and everything. It's amazing. So enough of that. Let's do a couple size comparisons just to kind of see how she stacks up to some other figures. All right, and we're back for our first size comparison. And of course, I had to go with the OG herself, the one who started it all. If it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have her. So I had to go with the 30 centimeter X Plus Mothra from 1961. Look at the size comparison. It's not even close. But it also shows that in the Monsterverse movies and Godzilla King of the Monsters, that all the Titans, as you call it, or the Kaiju, they've all enlarged them to even a bigger scale than what we've ever thought of. And this just shows like exactly how massive they enlarge these Kaiju or Titans. And it's great because Godzilla got an upgrade on how big he is. King Ghidorah did, Rodan. And the list goes on and on. So it's really cool to see, and it's cool to see where she kind of came from. The roots of her origin and stuff like that, and what they kind of look like. You can kind of see right here, the face and stuff like that. Not too many similarities. They really went way different. They went more bug caterpillar to like straight up like caterpillar, more innocent looking and everything, even though she was destructive in her own way. Obviously, we didn't see a lot of destruction from the Monsterverse Mothra Larva. Because like I said, we got, in the first 15 minutes, and then that scene only lasted maybe a couple minutes. But obviously later on, when she goes into her adult form, the Imago form, We see a little bit more of her, but even then, like, she doesn't like go crazy big. She's still kind of small in comparison, but yeah, obviously you can see the difference in the size and the design in general. You know, so it's really cool to see where they came from and how they're looking now and everything. So I definitely the newer look is definitely growing on me. The more I see of her, and obviously having this figure is obviously going to help. So I'm still really excited to get this in the collection. So, but yeah, that's comparison number one. Let's go to our last and one of our most important ones. All right, so as you can see, trying to get close to King Ghidorah here to show you guys a good size comparison of the gigantic King Ghidorah with the Mothra. So here is the two spiral releases that were first on the market here. And obviously you can see that the Mothra actually scales pretty well to King Ghidorah. I know it's not accurate. She'd probably be a lot smaller than this just because she's the 30 centimeter, 35 centimeter line. But it's pretty close. I do like it. I like how they scale with each other. Don't want to make her too small, even though she's going to be way small. King Ghidorah is huge in this film, but I like the dynamic of the way they look together and stuff. So really excited to put this right by him. I'm going to display her right by him and everything. Keep my Monsterverse Titans together, just like my Burning Godzilla. When he comes, but yeah, I think they look incredible by each other, and I'm really excited to get more in this line. Like I said, and if you have any doubts about Spiral, put them aside, because this is just shows proof that they mean what they say. They're going to put out excellent product, and you can't go wrong with it. So, all right, guys, that's it for the size comparisons. So yeah, my final thoughts on this figure is that it's tremendous. She looks amazing in every way. I love that, and even too, like, I haven't touched on much yet, but I love that the vinyl is translucent. So if you actually put a light, in back of her or on bottom of her, she actually does like light up a little bit. Which is really, really cool. That would have been a kind of a cool little extra to do if they wanted to do a light up with her, but it's not necessary. Like I said, you could definitely put a light under her. I actually put a light under her for a little spinning little table and stuff like that, and she lit up actually pretty well. I'll show you that at the end of the video. But yeah, it's super great. I love that the vinyl is translucent, so you put any light kind of behind her, under her, she's going to kind of glow and everything. So really cool. I love that. But yeah, overall, this figure is more than I even imagined and stuff, and I'm super excited to get this in the collection and stuff. So yeah, so Spiral, keep it up. I'm excited for everything else that they're bringing out, especially the Burning Godzilla. Hopefully, should be getting soon. But yeah, I cannot wait. So yeah, but yeah, that's it for me, guys. Thanks for watching. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Once we get to 400 subscribers, we'll be doing my giveaway. Just a little something that I'm doing from me to you guys for showing all the support and love and stuff like that. Leave a comment. Let me know what you guys think of this figure and stuff like that. Are you excited to see more of the Spiral product coming and everything? I am. So, but yeah, just let me know kind of what you think and whatnot. And yeah, we'll go from there. So yeah, like I said, thanks for watching. Until next time, later.